G'day guys, welcome back to RestoHub. In this episode, we're continuing off where we left off last time, and that's stripping the underfloor pans of my XT Falcon back to bare metal. Stick around. Okay guys, we're going to start with the rear wheel tubs first. As you can see, there is the factory coating. It's like a bitumen based coating from factory. What I've found works best on these, well for me anyway, is just wiping it over with some lacquer thinners, letting it set in, and then just start scrubbing it off. It does take a bit longer. I know some guys do use like a dry ice type thing. I don't have any of that here, so I'm just going to go my way and slowly but surely get these wheel tubs clean. So yeah, first step is wheel tubs, and then depending on how far we get today, would be back under the floor pans, you know, continuing off where we left off last time. But the fuel tank does need to come out, and a few other bits need to come off. But yeah, look, not sure how long these wheel tubs are going to take me. They might take me the whole day. If so, well, we're not going to be getting under the floor anytime soon. So yeah, that's where we're starting, and yeah, we'll pop you guys on a time lapse and you'll see how I go. Quick update. So as you recall, I called out I'd be using lacquer thinners to try to remove this bitumen coating. Was working, but slowly, and I normally use a paint scraper to help with the process, but given the profile of these tubs, they're very curved, and I didn't want to sit there gouging all the steel with a paint scraper, so I thought, why don't we try to give this some paint stripper? And as you can see, it is doing a good job. Have to use a bit more paint stripper than normally, but that said, it's coming up pretty good. So what I might do is I might continue, and I'll give you guys an update when I'm done with this tub. It's taken a lot longer than I originally anticipated, so hopefully I can get both wheel tubs done today, and then, you know, see where I get to next. But I'm not going to do another time lapse for now. I'll just bring you guys back later on when I've completed this wheel tub, and I'll show you how it looks. Alright, I'll see you soon. Alright guys, welcome back. As you can see, we've got a fairly clean wheel tub here, apart from the seam area that needs to be cleaned out properly with a wire wheel. Most of it's pretty good. Pretty happy with it. There is some surface rust I'm going to have to deal with, but also I did find a split right there. So I'm not sure what that's from. Couldn't see any other damage anywhere else, so I'm going to have to weld that up before I paint this in the guard. That's going to be fun, but I'll get it done. Apart from that, everything's pretty good. Nice clean metal. As I called out, there is a little bit of surface rust here and there, but that should be easy to clean up. So this actually took me a lot longer than I thought it would. I was hoping it would take 1 to 2 hours max. It ended up taking closer to about 5. But I guess, you know, when you're doing something like this, it does take time. So what's left now is obviously the other side, and of course the rest of the floor pans, getting them back to bare metal. But for now, I think I'll call it here for the day. Clean up and get some more supplies this week and continue on this journey. Anyway, I'll catch you up very soon. G'day guys, sorry to interrupt the episode. I'm sure you're enjoying watching me strip the underfloor pans of my XT Falcon. Don't worry, we will get back to that. Just a couple of quick announcements before we do. First and most importantly, I'd like to say thank you to all you who have subscribed. It's helped me achieve my first target, or goal I should say. I have 100 subscribers on this channel. As a token of my appreciation, I'm going to be giving away one of these RestoHub t-shirts, not this one. It's pretty filthy, but it will be a brand new one, of course, in your size. So to win it, all you need to do is pop a comment below and tell me what you've liked on this journey, and of course, what you'd like to see more of. Second announcement is something I'm really excited to talk about, is the Barra has been finally machined at Dandy Engine, so the block and crank. It's undergone some, I'm going to say, serious machining. Wasn't expecting to go this far with the engine, but I have, and we'll talk about that in a later episode. So yeah, really happy to have some Barra content coming up soon, and of course this is another step closer towards having this Falcon completed. Let's get on the road, and I'll give you an update pretty soon. Here we are guys, Dandy Engines, here to pick up my Barra. Alright guys, I'm back home and I have the Barra. As you can see, it's nice and cleaned up. It's had quite a bit of machine work done to it. Girdle on the bottom, studs. I'll talk about all the machine work in a later episode. You can see inside the water jackets, nice and clean, no rust. And you might recall from a previous episode, I scraped out all the chunky bits that might have, you know, still been in there if I didn't do that. But yeah, very happy with the result. Dandy Engines, highly recommend. Great bunch of guys to deal with, and their work, you know, second to none. So and here we have the crankshaft. As you can see, it's had a bit of a linish. Looks very clean. It's also had a crack test and checked for straightness, and all passed okay. I'm going to wrap this up and put it aside so it doesn't get knocked over. Alright guys, let's get back into the bodywork. Alright guys, here we are with the driver's side wheel tub, of course in the rear. And as you can see, it hasn't been stripped yet, so I'm going to start the process. This bitumen coating makes things very difficult. And the other one did take me quite a while, a lot longer than I initially thought, so I think this one will probably take me the whole day, and yeah, then we'll wrap up the video there possibly, and then all that would be left would be about a third of the underside of the car, and then of course the preparation before epoxy primer. So I'll pop you guys on a time lapse now and you can see me working through the process. Alright guys, quick update. I've been using lacquer thinner to remove the bitumen On the other tub, you might recall I did use the paint stripper straight away. I'm going to change it up and do what I've done on the front end of the car, which was to use the lacquer thinner to strip off this bitumen coating, and then once that's off I'll hit it with paint stripper, and that should be a quick job compared to the other side. So as you can see, the thinners do pull this off. It is a bit of dirty work, as you can see here. That is the crap that's coming off it. So I'm just using a paintbrush with lacquer thinners, getting it wet, letting it soak in, then using a couple of scrapers to get it off, and then wiping it clean again with the thinners. So I'll continue on this journey, and I'll bring you guys back once all this bitumen's off, and we'll talk about the next steps from there, which is paint stripper. Anyway, I'll catch you up soon. Okay, welcome back guys. It's been a few hours of scrubbing and scraping, and I've got a lot of this bitumen product off. As you can see down here, this is what you're left with on the plastic sheet. This stuff takes ages to get off. Those guys that have done this before know exactly what I'm talking about. But once it's done, it'll look $1 million. I've probably got another half an hour or so left of scrubbing and scraping this stuff off, and then I can move on to paint stripping. And yeah, that'll be it for this episode. I think it's getting late in the day and getting very fumed out. When I'm up to the paint stripper, I will pop you on a time lapse, and yeah, you'll see how I'm going there. Alright, see you soon. Bit of a progress update guys. See, it's nice and clean metal there. I'm going to keep going now, but I won't pop another time lapse on because the angle is going to be too hard to get the inner guard. But what I'll do is I'll finish this up and then we'll wrap up this video. So I'll be back soon, and you'll see it complete. Alright, stay tuned. Alright guys, I'm done for the day. What's left is in the seam area, there's still the seam sealer which needs to come out, and a couple of stubborn spots. But overall pretty happy with it. On the inside of the guard you can see there's some surface rust there. You know, I could have left this as most people would do, and in years to come that'll haunt me. So I'm glad I've done what I've done and exposed some of these problem areas. But yeah, calling it for the day. It's pretty late, almost dinner time, and this two tubs have really taken a lot more than I thought, but now they're done, or I'm going to say 95% done. I'm very happy. So we're going to leave it there for this one. And don't forget to pop a comment in, and you've been running to get a t-shirt. With that said, let's leave it there. Don't forget to subscribe and help me reach my next target. Otherwise, have a great week. See you next time.